The theory of relativity is an interesting theory saying that two different things can be true at the same time depending on the perspective of different people or things. For example, when someone is in a vehicle that is moving at a fixed speed in a fixed direction, they can look around and say that everything inside the vehicle isn't moving, but everything outside of their window is moving. They could claim that they are at rest and it is everything outside of their vehicle that is moving, because in their perspective, that's how it appears. In the perspective of someone outside of the vehicle, they see that the vehicle is moving and not everything else. It all depends on your relativity. One specific part of relativity is time dilation. If you looked at a light clock, you would see two mirrors and a ball of light bouncing back and forth. When the ball of light hits the top, it is a tick, and when it hits the bottom, that is tock. So it is one cycle of tick-tock. Looking at the clock when it is stationary, you can see that in this simulation, one cycle is 8 seconds. But when you move one of the light clocks to a constant speed, you see that it takes the moving clock longer to make one cycle. So, when it finishes that cycle, which is always 8 seconds, the stationary clock has gone past the first cycle, recording that more time has passed. The ball of light in a moving clock is much like you in a moving vehicle. If the light was alive, it could claim it was everything else moving and not it. The light doesn't think that it's moving diagonally, like how we see it. In the perspective of the light, it's moving straight up and down, like how we see the stationary clock. That's why the 8 seconds that were recorded is still accurate. This proves that the rate of which time elapses is relative. The reason why we don't notice how this happens is because we move so slowly compared to the speed of light. If we were to move close to the speed of light, it would be clear as day. But we don't, so the difference simply isn't noticeable.